Next topic is oxygen sag analysis. Okay, so the oxygen sag or oxygen deficit in the stream at any point of a time during self-purification process is the difference between actual dissolved oxygen content of water at that time and the saturation dissolved oxygen content at the water temperature. Okay, that is oxygen deficit D is equal to saturation dissolved content minus actual dissolved oxygen content. So in order to maintain clean condition in a river stream, the oxygen deficit must be nil, must be zero. And this can be found out by knowing the rates of deoxygenation and reoxygenation. So we have to find what are the rates of deoxygenation and reoxygenation, and that is explained through oxygen sag analysis. Okay, so this curve shows the oxygen concentration, variation of oxygen concentration with the downstream distance. Okay, so initially the dissolved oxygen content will decreases. Okay, so this figure actually explains the self-purification process of our stream, that initially the dissolved oxygen content reduces and it reaches the minimum value, dissolved oxygen minimum, and after that the dissolved oxygen content increases. Okay, so this is the variation of dissolved oxygen with the downstream distance, and this is explained by two curves, that is reoxygenation curve and deoxygenation curve. Okay, so first process is deoxygenation, that is initially the oxygen content is reducing, so we can discuss about deoxygenation curve. Okay, so in a polluted stream the dissolved oxygen content goes on reducing. In a polluted stream, the dissolved oxygen content goes on reducing due to the decomposition of volatile organic matter. And this rate of deoxygenation actually depends upon the amount of organic matter remaining to be oxidized at the given time, as well as the temperature of reactions. Okay, so based on that, the rate of deoxygenation occurs. Okay, and hence at a given temperature the curve showing the depletion of dissolved oxygen content with the time, that is known as deoxygenation curve. Okay, and it is similar to the first stage BOD curve. So we have studied the first stage BOD curve in the previous lecture. So this deoxygenation curve is actually similar to the first stage BOD. That is, in the initial case, in the polluted stream, the dissolved oxygen content goes on reducing, and it depends upon the time as well as the temperature of reaction. Okay, so hence at a given temperature, a curve showing depletion of dissolved oxygen content with the time, that is deoxygenation curve. Okay, this is deoxygenation curve. And the next curve is reoxygenation curve, that is after the minimum value of dissolved oxygen, after it reaches the minimum dissolved oxygen content, the dissolved oxygen content or oxygen content increases. So that curve is explained by this reoxygenation curve. Okay, that is in order to counterbalance the consumption of dissolved oxygen due to deoxygenation, that is due to this deoxygenation, dissolved oxygen content is reduced. Okay, so in order to counterbalance this amount, what will happen? This atmosphere supplies oxygen to the water. Okay, and the process is known as reoxygenation. So that process is known as reoxygenation, that is the supply of oxygen from the atmosphere. Actually that process is known as reoxygenation, that is the amount of oxygen is increasing. Okay, that is this reoxygenation curve. So so in this figure there is a deoxygenation, reoxygenation, and the sum of these two curves is actually known as oxygen sag curve, that is sum of deoxygenation curve and reoxygenation curve. We will get the curve like this, and this curve is known as oxygen sag curve. Okay, so first I have explained what is deoxygenation curve, that is when wastewater is discharged into the stream, dissolved oxygen goes on reducing. This process is known as deoxygenation, that is reduction of dissolved oxygen, that is deoxygenation, and it depends upon organic matter present and also the temperature. And the variation or the depletion of dissolved oxygen is represented graphically by deoxygenation curve. So this is deoxygenation curve, depletion of dissolved oxygen. Okay, and next is reoxygenation curve. So that is at the same time oxygen gets added to the stream through the various processes like photosynthesis, rains, etc. That is actually atmosphere is supplying the oxygen to the stream by the process of photosynthesis, rains, etc. And the curve representing oxygen gaining process is known as reoxygenation curve or re-aeration. That is, in this process, oxygen value is increasing in reoxygenation or re-aeration. Okay, that is reoxygenation curve. Next is oxygen sag curve. That is, in a running polluted stream, deoxygenation and reoxygenation process go hand in hand. That is, if deoxygenation is more rapid than reoxygenation, what will happen? There will be oxygen deficit. If deoxygenation is more than reoxygenation, dissolved oxygen content will get reduced. Okay, and the amount of dissolved oxygen deficit can be obtained by graphically adding both the curves. And the summation of these both curve, that is deoxygenation curve and the reoxygenation curve, results oxygen sag curve or oxygen deficit curve. That is, the resultant curve of this deoxygenation curve and reoxygenation curve is known as oxygen sag curve or oxygen deficit curve. Okay, so this curve is oxygen sag curve. That is the sum of deoxygenation curve and reoxygenation curve. Okay. And the oxygen sag or oxygen deficit in the stream at any point of time during self-purification process is the difference between the saturation dissolved content and the actual dissolved content at that time. Okay, that is, oxygen deficit is equal to saturation dissolved content minus actual dissolved content. And Streeter-Phelps equation can be used for the analysis of oxygen sag curve. So for the analysis of oxygen sag curve, we are using Streeter-Phelps equation. Okay, so I will explain this in the next video. Thank you.